Good morning, everyone. This is Todd Brow with Senior Insurance Marketing, and we are excited to have Paul Cole with Transamerica, and going to talk about their final expense, their term, and also their guaranteed universal life as well too. Very competitive products, and also, life insurance is a need that everyone does need to help pass on a nice death benefit for the loved ones, to make sure that they have enough money to live on, or also to pay for loans or any other outstanding debt that individuals have, that if someone passes away, that loan or debt can be severely reduced, or matter of fact, even paid off with the death benefit from a life insurance policy. So there's several needs for a life insurance policy. And without further ado, I'm just going to swing it over to Paul Cole with Transamerica. And Paul, tell us about Transamerica and the life insurance product suites that you have.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you for the time in this on your platform, and I appreciate the opportunity to talk to the sales force. I am the life guy with Transamerica, and I was invited to talk and spend just a little bit of time with you all, giving an overview and pointing out some things about our life platform. And really, we have more products on the life platform than we'll get to today. I can wear out my welcome real quick, especially if I talk endlessly about life insurance. And I love talking about life insurance, but not everybody likes to hear it all the time. So we have more products than we'll get to today. I want to kick things off with our #1 selling life product on our platform, and has been for a lot of years, and that is what we call our final expense platform. That product is powered indeed by a whole life insurance policy. We actually have 3 different policies on our final expense platform. They're all the whole life, and they're slightly different iterations of the same thing. And I'll get into those different iterations, but first I'd like to kick things off with how easy it is to use our final expense platform. And part of that revolves around the fact that we do have an electronic application, and it is powered by an automated underwriting process. So that makes things relatively easy and simple. If anything can be easy and simple in the life insurance world, this one is. As I said, there is an electronic application, and it is a cascading type of application process. So that means as you answer with that client, as you answer certain questions on the application, it will direct you, kind of like one of the old flow charts, if you will. I'm showing my age. It will direct you to which of those 3 different products on the final expense platform you ultimately will end up with for the client. So that's why I say it's a guided application. You don't have to figure out beforehand which of those 3 products you're going to use with the client. It's going to become self-evident as you work your way through that e-application. And doing so really does kind of cut down on that not in good order application. So as you go through the e-app, it is going to keep that to a minimum, and you're going to be very, very happy with the outcome. So fast automated underwriting, as I said, it's an automated process. Gives you pretty much reduced cycle time. I'd like to say that you get an answer within 24 to 48 hours. We've had some challenges at Transamerica because we had a storm. Most of our operations for the country are in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And if you weren't aware, Cedar Rapids, Iowa had what they call an inland hurricane. And so it caused somewhat of a disruption. We're about 80% back online now after that. But what I used to say was 24, 48 hours turnaround. We were in a bit of a squeeze on that to keep that up during that interruption process. But we're about 80% back. So the turnaround times on the final expense underwriting and policy issue are pretty quick. They're getting back to where we like them to be. All right, easy process. Here's how it works. You can go to the iGoE application on your platform. It will bring up those cascading questions for the application. And as it goes through, it will, as I said before, it'll direct you to which product is best and is going to be the one that fits for that particular client. I'm going to get there in just a moment. And then at the end of the process, it submits the application, and the decision comes back via email to the client and the agent. So it's really kind of seamless. It's kind of easy. And to be honest with you, in today's current environment, I have seen a tremendous shift to situations where the agent and the client never sit down at the kitchen table together anymore. So through the miracle of time and electronics and computers, it becomes less and less of a necessity to be face-to-face with the client. This can be accomplished via the computer. So here's the design, basically the design of how the application works. You'll go through that normal medical history part 1. And if you have all no answers on those few questions on medical history part 1, you go to medical history part 2. And if you, again, have all no answers on medical history part 3, you go to, on part 2, you go to medical history questionnaire section part 3. And if you have all no answers there, you're going to use the immediate solution product or the 10-pay solution product. The only difference between those two, and those are 2 of the 3 products on the platform, the only difference between those 2 is how long the client pays. On the immediate solution, it's a full pay. On the 10-pay solution, same policy, same underwriting, same coverages, same payouts. Everything is the same, except the client's going to pay 10 annual payments instead of a full pay. If you have one yes answer, then you're going to go to either the immediate solution or 10-pay solution at standard rates. Those 2 policies have standard and preferred rates. If you have one yes answer on those medical questions, you're going to end up with the standard rate. If you have 2 yes answers, you're going to be directed to our 3rd product on that platform, and that's called the easy solution, and that is the graded policy. There are some differences there between the easy solution policy and the immediate or 10-pay solution. You may ask, what's the difference? And real quick, I'll show you the pertinent information regarding each of those 3 policies. The immediate solution, this is the #1 seller. This is the biggest one we've got. It's level premium stage 121, issue ages up to age 85. The minimum death benefit you can write is $1,000. Maximum you can write is age determinate. 55 is 50, up to 65 is 40. You can see this up to 75 is 30, and up to 85 is 25. So anywhere from, we start at 1,000, we go up to 50,000, pretty broad spread on those. And we can go from age 15 days clear up to age 85. Pretty broad range of death benefits, pretty broad range of clients that you can, age of clients you can write. You can't do a policy loan. There are some benefit riders that can be included on these things. The one that gets the most play is this accelerated death benefit rider with a nursing home benefit. You can ask more about that if that holds an interest for you. Some of them do. Some areas of the country gets a lot of play. I got to tell you, it really does. You can include a child and grandchild rider on these that can be converted into their own individual policies. That's the immediate solution. That's the number one selling policy that we have out there. Those are all, you have access to this this agent guide. Those are the rate charts. There's also automated rate charting too, automated illustration. The second policy is called and I know I'm going really fast, and I apologize for that. But like I said, there's a lot of products to cover, and so I'm keeping a pretty quick pace. If you need me to stop, raise your hand, yell, scream, stomp your foot, whatever you need to do, get my attention and ask a question. Otherwise, we'll address any questions at the end. All right. Second iteration on the final expense is the 10-pay solution. Like I said before, it's the same product as the immediate pay solution. The only difference being you're going to pay, the premiums are going to be spread over 10 years, not over the remaining lifetime of the individual. So again, age 0 to 85, $1,000 minimum, same maximum amounts, age-based, and basically the same riders are available on the 10-pay solution. Like I said before, the only difference is the duration of the premium payments on that. So different set of premium amounts with the 10-pay solution. Finally, we come to the easy solution. This is our graded product. This is for those individuals that have some health issues. Let's put it that way. These are the ones that are facing some particular challenges regarding their health, and what you may, or your clients may consider to be uninsurable may indeed not be uninsurable. Now remember, this is not a guaranteed issue policy. This is an automated underwriting process. So rates are going to be cheaper than a guaranteed issue. And you can get declined on these policies. But this easy solution policy is one of the most forgiving, and policies, its underwriting is one of the most forgiving out there on the marketplace today. So little different iteration on this one. Level premiums for the rest of their life, paid to age 121. Issue ages on this is not starting at 0. It starts at age 18 and only goes through age 80, unless, of course, you live in New York, and then it's different. So a little bit later on when you can get in on this policy, and you can only issue it up through age 80. Minimum is still $1,000. Maximum issue amount at any age is $25,000. And this is, as I said, the graded policy. So first 2 years of the policy being enforced, if the death of the insured occurs, the death benefit will be limited to 110% of the premiums paid minus any loans out there. So thereafter, after those 2 years, it's the full death benefit. So that's the way the easy solution works. One little, let's see, I need to share another screen. let me go to this one. Can everybody see that? Todd, can you see that?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, this is really maybe the most important slide that I'm going to show you today. This is the one that says, okay, on our final expense platform, how good is it really? Just how good is it? And this is the screen that will kind of give you a breakdown of how good we are. You know, I mentioned we have a very competitive minimum issue amount. $1,000 is one of the smallest out on the marketplace. Sometimes that means you get to write a policy that otherwise you would not get to write. We have a very strong, it's not the largest death benefit amount that's out there in the marketplace in the final expense realm, but it is one of the stronger maximum death benefits that's out there. And our graded death benefit of 2 years is kind of the industry norm. It's what most people expect to see on graded benefits. Our issue age is pretty strong. It's as strong as any that you find out there, going up to age 85. And as I mentioned before, that nursing home benefit rider is really a game changer. It makes a difference when you can offer a policy that does include a way to get to the money before your client dies. And that sometimes is a very important aspect of the policies that we sell. So anyway, that's a breakdown of where we actually and absolutely can stand out from the pack, so to speak. So I will take a breath right now. If there's any questions, Todd, you can yell at me, you can tell me. If not,
yeah, if anyone has any questions, put it in the Q&A box down on the bottom there, and type it in, and we'll happy to read your question and answer it for you. Don't see any questions right now here, Paul. So
okay.
I think we're ready to go ahead.
I'm either going really, really fast or doing a really, really good job.
Anyway. No, it's good. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
All right. Let's move on real quick to our term platform. This is our second strongest type of life insurance policy that we here at Transamerica sell each and every year, and it's been that way for quite some time. We've actually got 2 different term policies out there on the marketplace that you can take advantage of. One of them is called the Trendsetter LB. The other one is called the Trendsetter Super. Now, those
Paul,
types.
Paul, do you have slides for that?
You know, I should. I went to a new slide. I'm not sure I got this new slide on. Let's do that. Let's do. Bear with me a second. Oh, here we go. There. You got that one?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. 2 different term policies, both called Trendsetter. One is Trendsetter Super, one is Trendsetter LB. That's kind of deceiving because to me, the Trendsetter Super would mean, oh, that's the one that's the best. It's not. The Trendsetter LB is the one that has more features to it and is more versatile and allows for greater flexibility for the client. The Trendsetter Super is your plain white wrapper, your generic. Term is term. It's a term policy. It comes in 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years, just like everybody always expects. There's the normal standard riders that can be included with the Trendsetter Super. The only thing it doesn't have compared to the LB is the monthly disability income rider. And the LB connotes living benefits. that Trendsetter LB is carries with it included, without additional charge, two riders that afford early access to the death benefit before the insured dies. That access is triggered by either a chronic illness or a critical illness. And the chronic illness is the one that everybody is familiar with in our life insurance industry now, those failure to perform 2 of the 6 ADLs, activities of daily life, deemed necessary to maintain an independent lifestyle. So if the insured cannot perform 2 of those 6 activities so defined, then they can unlock the benefits of this policy through the chronic illness rider that is included in the policy at no extra charge. It's like an airbag on a new automobile. You just can't buy one without it. The Trendsetter LB policy comes with that rider. You can't get it without it. You have to buy the old Super to get it without it. The same is true for the critical illness rider, and sometimes I get the question, well, what's the difference between a critical illness and a chronic illness? A critical illness is basically an event. It's a stroke, it's a heart attack, it's kidney failure, it's an accident that causes paralysis. It's things that are so devastating that it's going to impact the insured's life for the duration going forward. And so those types of illnesses are what triggers the pay or the release of the death benefit through this rider. Again, that rider's included at no extra charge. It comes standard equipment with the policies. Now, we're going to go into a section that is up for discussion right now. Can you do these policies electronically? Can you do them as a non-medical policy? Yes, on both accounts. You can do electronic applications for these, and we can do a non-medical. Now, on this slide, it shows that the Trendsetter Super, right here, you can do a non-medical up to $100,000. And you can do the Trendsetter LB non-medical up to $250,000, a dollar short of $250,000. That indeed has changed. And I'm going to take you to a new slide right now because, in the interest of time, because I need to show you the new non-medical guidelines. I can find it real quick. That are pertinent to how we want to operate with the current environment, given the what we find in the world of coronavirus and COVID. Okay, so let's see if this is it. Here we go. All right, these are the new non-medical. Can you see that, Todd? Is that on your screens now?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Okay, these are the new non-medical guidelines for the term policies. For face amounts between $25,000, that's the minimum face amount on these policies, up to $100,000. We haven't made any changes, 0 to 55. You can do it. You can do non-medical. It's always been that way. It's still that way. Ages 56 to 75, you can still do it. It's been that way. It's always been that way. We have been, in the past, we have been taking applications up through age 80. Even on a 10-year term, we could write an 80-year-old. Now, bear in mind, a person with us, they are 80 until the day they turn 81, which means we are age attained, not age nearest. So until your client turns the age of their birthday, on their birthday, they are they're not that age until their actual birthday. So we could write a 75-year-old up to the day they turn 76. So that gives us a little bit of an edge. It's a little bit different. All right. So what used to be a cutoff at either $100,000 or $250,000 before coronavirus came and visited, we now have made the change for those amounts, face amounts, $100,000 up to $1 million. We can do non-medical on ages up through age 55. You're going to have to complete the non-medical application part 2, and away we go. We will still, underwriting will still pull MIBs. They will pull the pharmaceutical reports, things of that nature. So the big data will be pulled in the background, but the actual exam will be waived. So up through $1 million, you can do non-medical. On those people up through age 55. Starting at age 56, we're going to ask you to go ahead and do the medical. We're going to do the exam. We're going to do the poke and prod, the urine sample, the blood sample, and the examiner's going to have to go out and visit. Sorry for that. And also, with that change came the moratorium on writing the Trendsetter LB on ages 56 and above. So apologize for that. It is what it is. That will change at some point in the future. They'll relax that and move away from that restriction. But for now, that's the moratorium. Nobody gets a Trendsetter LB once they turn age 56 or above. So those are the new non-medical guidelines for our term insurance. That term insurance, we can write up to $10 million. If we can go higher, but I got to tell you, if you have one of those cases, touch base with Tom, get him in touch with me, tell him what's coming, let us know what's coming. Okay. One other thing there that I need to give you a heads up on that makes us a little different, and this is the last slide I'm going to share with you. One other thing that makes us a little different in the life insurance realm is our stance on marijuana. We have some marijuana guidelines that are some of the most relaxed in the marketplace, if you will. Marijuana use is now considered non-tobacco. You can the insured can use marijuana up to 8 times a month if they're 26 or older and still be non-tobacco. We can give them preferred rates as long as they're age 26 and above. So, and we can include our riders on those policies for a marijuana user if the recreational medicinal use is only up to 12 times a year. So it really does represent some of the most relaxed constraints or thresholds for marijuana use in the marketplace. So that's one area that that we're kind of we don't advertise that a lot, but it's there, and we certainly want you to know that it's there. The other thing that I'll encourage you to check that seems really odd to me is we are exceedingly competitive on our smoker rates. If you have a tobacco user and they want term insurance, you probably got to check our rates, because honest to goodness, they're as good as they get for the tobacco users. Again, we don't advertise it a lot, but it's there. And so since it is there, I want you to know. All right. I have completely used my 30 minutes of time that I promised Todd that I would limit myself to. And I will stop there and then make you the promise that we'll cover the other policies. If Todd wants me to come back sometime in the future, we'll cover those other policies. I'll stop there. I'll answer questions if I need to. If not, it is a pleasure talking with you all and meeting you all. Todd,
hey, thanks, Paul. Really appreciate it. And if anyone has any questions, put it in the Q&A box there. Be happy to read it, and Paul can answer the question for you. Also, if you're not contracted with Transamerica for the final expense or the term or their other life products as well, give us a call here at Senior Insurance Marketing. Our number is 877-800-3080, and we'll be happy to get you contracted with Transamerica so you can start writing business and helping your clients out with a life insurance policy. Paul, I don't see any questions. I really appreciate your taking your time and explaining some of the new features and also new procedures or new rules in reference to the marijuana usage and also the non-meds as well too. So
yeah,
it's really appreciate it. And again, give us a call here at Senior Insurance Marketing. Our number is 877-800-3080, and we'll be happy to help you out getting contracted or running a quote. If you have a client that you're working with, be happy to help you out. If you can just let us know, the pertinent information, the date of birth, the gender, the smoking status, and also their health condition, and we can help you out with a quote here and help get that emailed to you as well. So again, Paul, hey, thanks for your time today. I really appreciate it. And also thanks everyone for attending, and give us a call here at Senior Insurance Marketing. We're here to help you grow your business. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.